today we are going to be looking how to master a push-up or a press-up, whichever you prefer to call it. I'm going to refer to it as a push-up because that just, in my mind, makes us think about what we're actually doing, and we are actually pushing up the entire body weight using our upper body. So I'm going to refer to them as push-ups, but they are press-ups as well, whichever you want to call them. Basically it's an upper body workout. So we'll be using our abs, our chest, shoulders, our triceps, and toning under our arms here, our back wing areas, and basically just maneuvering that using our entire body weight to push up through the body to strengthen and tone our upper body. Okay, I'm going to start with showing you what the major problem is when people do press-ups, and that's that they push-ups. That's that they use their lower body. They actually hinge from their back, causing them back problems, but they actually move their bottom up and down. So I'll just show you how not to do a push-up. Okay, and I'll start on my knees. Doesn't matter how I do it, but basically people do this. So they're rocking backwards and forwards on their knees, or sagging their bottom up and down. That's not how we do it. Like I said, that's just all manoeuvring and utilising the lower body, and it's actually going to put a lot of strain on your back. So it's basically when we do a press-up, push-up, all we do is we're bending at the elbows, pushing up and pushing back, or lowering to the floor and pushing up from the floor. So you should be hinging that elbow as much or as little as you want to, depending on how low you're going to get that body. Okay, our normal or our basic press-up, push-up is working into the chest. So we take the hands slightly wider than chest, fingers facing forward, and we basically bend at the elbows and press back up. There are several ways of doing one, and I'll start with showing you the basic format, which is a tabletop press-up. So we go into this mode here. So I'm like a table, on all fours, hands slightly wider than my chest. Okay, and then bending at the elbows, lower the body and push up the body. Okay, see that? Lower the body, push up the body. So when you're going down, you should be feeling it in your triceps perhaps, or your shoulders. And then as we push up, I want you to think about squeezing into that chest area. Let's go again. Okay, down and up. So the body is only moving because the elbows are hinging. And press up. Again, no ducking the head like that. That's the wrong momentum. Elbows go down, push the body up. I'm pulling my abs in to strengthen the abs. And up. Keep the head in nice natural alignment. And up. You don't have to go so low. Here is absolutely fine. You're still working that upper body. And it's a good starting point. As you get stronger, you'll go lower and you'll get much more work into the upper body, particularly into the chest as you're pushing up. Okay, so that's our basic one that we start with, and I always suggest mastering that one first. Once you've mastered that, you're ready to move on to the next push-up, which is still on our knees, but instead of having that tabletop, our back and then our knees coming down at 90 degrees, we go to a straight plank, okay? So the body is straight. Let me show that for you. Okay, so we're on our knees. I wish I'd got a mat out now. See how my body is straight? My hands are still slightly wider than my shoulders, okay? Pulling in those abs. So it's a little more of a tough work on your abs on this one. Here we go. We're going to lower and we're going to push up. So it's a much more strengthening because you've got more weight now. Previously the legs were taking some of the weight off your body. Now you've got more weight coming down into that chest. Again, I'm not moving my head, I'm not moving my body or pushing my bottom back. It's just the elbows that hinge. Lower down and press it up. Okay, again, this is absolutely fine. Okay, if you can start off, if you've mastered the tabletop, move to the next one on your knees like this. Start off and do 3, or as many as you can, and if it starts to ache, just transition back into the other one. The last thing we want to do is lose our form. So I want you to target of getting 10 really good push-ups. So start in the hardest one for you. That might be tabletop and you try for 5 and then you gradually build it up to 10. Or maybe it's the one on our knees that we've just shown and you start and you can manage 3 on there, and then you can get all the way up to doing the other 7, so all the way up to 10 with the tabletop position. So it's about progression and improving the way you do it and building up that strength gradually. Okay, as I said, that's the one on the knees. Once you've mastered that in good form, you have to be able to do 10 really good ones, then you're ready to progress to the next level. And the next level is up on our toes. This is the ones we always see people doing, and it's actually the technique. It's a lot tougher. You've got a lot more body weight to push back up through that upper body. So it is tougher, and this is the one where the back can sag and then you'll get lower back problems. So be really careful and focus on pulling those abs in as we go up. Okay, I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to come, it's a plank position basically, still slightly wider than my chest. Up I come, so I'm in plank position, beautifully straight, and I lower, and I push up. Okay, I've got the whole body weight now. There's only the toes on the floor that are taking some of the distribution of weight. Okay, and here is fine again, and back up. Down we go, and press up. Okay, here's the common fault, bend, bottom up, bend, bottom up. All I'm doing there is damaging my back. Okay, abs in, keep it straight, 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 straight. Here, and push up. And again, if you can only do 2, great. Do the last 8 on the knees because we know you've mastered that one. Pull in those abs, take it back up, head in natural alignment, good work. Okay, so that's it. You start at the basic level, you work up till you can do 10, then you take it to the next step. Start with the hardest one. When you've mastered that, move it to the next one up. And as I said, okay, start with the hardest one and do 2, 3, 4, and then drop it down to finish off. You can always start on your toes, do 2, maybe you can manage 5 on your knees, but if you're struggling for the last 3, just take it to that tabletop position and do the last 3. You're going to get there. You're going to be able to build that strength up. And you might start pressing, not going very far on that press up, so just here. Again, that is okay. As you get stronger, you'll be able to go lower and push back up. Okay, it really is as simple as that. So just focus on hinging at the elbows. That's the only bit of your body that is going to be hinging or moving that isn't driven by anything else. So no wiggling your bottom up and down. Okay, so that was our very basic push-up, predominantly working the chest, and that's why we take the hands wider than the chest. Well, there's very different variations on the push-up as well. So if the triceps is your focus, so this is the back of the arm here, then we can do all 3 of those push-ups, but focusing on the triceps simply by moving the hands, here we go, closer to the body. So we're under the shoulders or just outside the shoulders instead of wider than the chest. So we bring the arms in, and this time we focus pushing up. Keep the focus on the back of the arms, on those triceps. Let's go. I'm going to show you how to do it. So, hands are closer, fingers facing forward. I'm going to do it on my knees with a nice straight body. And look, elbows into the body. And press it back up. Elbows in. Press up. In and up. So you should start to feel that more in the back of the arm. Let's take it up to the toes. Here we go, in and up, in, up, up. Okay, again, you'll gradually get lower and you'll put more resistance through the back of the arms and you'll tone those triceps even more, nice and strong. Okay, we've done focused on the chest, focused on the triceps. What about the back? This is a little one I've done. If you've done my back routine, you'll know this one. So this is a scapular press up. So there's very little movement on the arms on this one. You can do it on your knees, and most effective is up on your toes. But basically, the scapula, the big muscles at the back, we go in and up, in. So we squeeze those shoulder blades and back, squeeze and back. So you really have to focus on the elbows will bend slightly, but it's more about lifting and squeezing those shoulder blades together. Let me demonstrate that to you. I'm going to go on the knees to start with. Again, you can do tabletop. You do tabletop, that's not a problem. Take it to the knees. Show you all three. Squeeze, push up. Squeeze, push up. Squeeze, pull those abs in. Again, focusing on the back, guys. Keep the focus on the back, then you'll be sure you're working the right area. Up on our toes, squeeze, and up. Lower, up. Abs tight. Squeeze, up. Okay, hopefully you can see that working through the back. Okay, that's our scapular press up. So 3 types then. We've worked the chest, we've focused on the back of the arms, and we've focused on the back. Maybe you like to take, maybe you're a bit of an expert at push-ups. I'm not so great at these, but I will demonstrate them to you. And it's a way of building to a single hand press up, which I cannot do. I can't do that clap one either, so I'm not even going to try and demonstrate that one. So basically we're just going to take it wide to one side with our press up. And that will help us working to one side of the body more than the other. So we're working on the obliques and on one arm more than the other side of the body. Okay, I think it's best if I face forward to do this to you, and I'm going to do it up on my toes. Okay, so I'm going to take my thumbs forward, my hands out, and I'm going to take one hand wider than the other. Okay, and then I'm going to take the body over and push up. Over, push up. Take it across, push up. So all the work is being done down this side of the body, okay? Ready again? Here we go. Over, push, push. And of course, we have to do the other side. Thumbs facing forward, take this arm out. Arm ready. Over, push up. Oh, that's tough. Come on. And of course, if you can do that, you're probably going to be up on your toes. But of course, if you want to start learning how to do the one arm press up, you can start on your knees and then take it up to the toes. But you're probably pretty strong if you do that already. That's it. That is the push-up mastered. It's as simple as that. So, all about just using the hinging of the elbows to lift and lower the upper body. That's all it is, basically. Okay, I want you to set the challenge of doing 10 press-ups every day. Go back to the beginning, starting with that tabletop one. When you know you can do that, perfect. Move on to the next one. That's 10 every day until you've mastered it. Pull in those abs, strong upper body, guys. That's great. Thanks for listening. Take care, everybody. Bye.